Avansovka Expense Categories Explained. Avansovka allows you to file each expense into up to 3 categories. You decide. Let's take a look. Single expense sheet, the standard setup. The standard setup allows you to file an expense in the category accounting. They are preset, the expenses. See, you turn the wheel and you get to the preset expenses. How do you change them? Instrument wheel below, go to the expense categories and you see accounting expenses. Here you have them. Add a new accounting expense. Just type it up, whatever you like to add, and then press the plus sign. Now you added a new accounting expense called Purchases Computers. Just slide right and delete it. You can also just tick it off and it's off. When you now go back, you see the changes in the category accounting expenses. Taxi is not there, phone is not there, and the new expense you generated, Purchases Computers, is there. Flexibility by design, Avansovka. So let's see what else we can do with the system. There is also 2 other categories. Business expenses, new sales, current clients, employees, partners, project development. You set it up, you define it. Could be, for example, international expansion. If you're business planning an international expansion and you like to have some monitoring of the expenses through the expense app, what you're doing, how much you're spending, that's the way to go. And there's a project. You can define everything as a project. It will allow you to simply allocate, for example, client expenses to a certain client. Set here a project and set to be recharged to client in a single expense sheet, and it's done. You now have the platform to communicate to your accountant to bill a client for a certain expense that you incurred. It's there automatically. You decide how you want to use these tools and if you want to use them. Because the cool thing about Avansovka is flexibility by design. You decide how much data you want to feed into the system. Nothing is fixed. Now take a look at this. Currently accounting expenses only. Now you go to expense fields in the settings menu and you switch on the 2 other expense categories, business and project expenses. Switched on, going back to the input sheet, and there you have them. It's there. All of what you just entered, business expenses, international expansion, opening office Shanghai, it's there. You have now the means to basically generate simple budgeting systems, and that's what we call flexibility by design. The way you set it up allows to share all the data with the accountants or with your assistants doing the next steps. It's free for you to use, and if you like to know more about the Avansovka platform, go to avansovka.ru and check it out. Lots of additional information how to use its flexibility, and how to simplify expense reporting in Russia, because expense reporting should be easy and fun. So enjoy Avansovka.